Hello everyone and welcome to iExamB. In this video, I'm going to present weightage wise the topic which are important for NABARD Grade A IT officer. So this year NABARD conducted its exam and it is now out with the result. Congratulations to all the selected candidates. And we also had a very good result with our candidates. We'll soon bring out some of the videos from the candidates as well. So now for all those candidates who were not able to make it in this attempt and still they have attempts in their pocket, and also for all those candidates who want to apply freshly in the NABARD, it's better to learn from the previous year understandings and also from what is the demand of the NABARD. So basically when you take the syllabus of NABARD IT, you will see that there are so many topics which are listed there, and it is just near to impossible to cover them with a short period of span of time. You need a good amount of time to prepare and to get a good hold on those topics. Now what one should do when they start not that early, let's say they have only 3-4 months of time to prepare everything when it comes to preliminary examination, the mains as well as the interview, then what a person should do? Now the person has to approach the exam with a smart technique, and that smart technique is like prepare what is giving you more output, putting the input as same. So now you have to analyze the efficiency in your understanding and study. For that only I have this list. This is not an exhaustive list, but yes, before jumping directly and unknowingly into the syllabus of NABARD IT, which is there in the website, you need to complete these all topics first, because these are the topics which are actually going to be the core of the exam, be it be the objective part or the descriptive part in the phase 2. So definitely if you lack any understanding in these part, the other part of the IT will become very difficult, and you will see that the question are repeatedly getting asked from these topics only in some different manners. It may be sometimes a topic is repeated, but earlier it was an easy question, now it is converted to a difficult question. I'm not talking about the difficulty of the question, I'm talking about the weightage, what kind of effort you are going to put in a particular topic and what kind of effort you and the result you are going to get back from that topic. Okay, so I'm not going to make it so elaborate. I have kept it very easy for everyone to understand. So these are the simple topics that you have to understand before directly jumping naively into that particular syllabus of the NABARD. Don't do that. This is a warning from my side. People who do that land up in a confusion after 1 or 2 weeks, and they waste their 1 or 2 week of time. For the people who are working, they end up in wasting 1 month or 2 months as well. So now you have to analyze that the time is the most crucial thing at your disposal and you have to use it very wisely. Okay, so now first you have to cover the data structure, and these data structure which I have mentioned are very important. Once you are done with this, you can go to some other advanced data structures like heap and hash. These all things you can go, but initially you need to cover these all data structures in very basic manner with the all kind of basic algorithm on them, like insertion, deletion, and then searching operation, sorting operation, basic uh, features of all these data structures. These should be very much clear to you, otherwise there is no meaning of reading these things. If you are not capable of writing a code, that's completely okay, but you should be able to understand what the code is trying to say. And if there is any question based on input output, that there is a piece of code given a set of input, what should be the set of output, you should be able to understand that. That is the basic understanding. What I am telling you, after reading the data structure, you should have. Okay. Now, programming languages with C, C++, Java, and Python. I have mentioned all the four languages. You don't need to be master of all four, but given these topics, you should be actually having understanding how the code and the language work. So variable scope in all the 3-4 languages, function, storage, class, exception handling, oops concept in all the three languages. You should be knowing the concept, the functions used, the syntax, the semantics, everything you have to understand. Then coming to the networks, you have to understand the OSI, TCP, network devices, backup and recovery. So this is the topic which is very wide in nature, but before going into so much of detail, if you cover everything here, when I say OSI model, I am not only saying that you should know the OSI model, you should know the each layer of the OSI model in very detail. What is the responsibility, how the data packet move from one layer to another layer, and what are the responsibilities of every layer when it comes to the PDU unit, what happens when something goes wrong, how we detect it, how we troubleshoot a network. This is very classic. One of the question asked in the previous year of NABARD was, given a scenario, let's say how you troubleshoot a network. And there was no such scenario. It was just like what kind of basic commands you use when you are actually troubleshooting a network. Okay, so these kinds of questions are asked regularly in the exams. So sometimes you will feel like the question is so much not clear, but it will come from these only. So if you have an understanding of OSI model, how things work in OSI model, where the problem lies, how you have to troubleshoot, how to identify, then you will be able to answer that. The question might not be direct, but you have an understanding and you have to link the dots between the question and your understanding. Okay, so whenever I mention any topic, it is like you have to go in very detail of that topic. The next set is of the DBMS, which incorporates transaction and concurrency control, the SQL, ER diagram, B and B plus trees. So these all things definitely you should know. And before going in detail of transaction, you should also know about the basics of DBMS and everything, like why it is needed, how it evolved. Basic is introduction is definitely needed for all the topics. Then coming to the operating system, there are processes and threads, job scheduling and multi-threading. These are very, very, very important. Job scheduling is one of the most important topic, I'll say. So you have to keep a touch strong hold on this particular topic. Then there comes the IoT, AI, and ML. These are the topics which are actually running like a hot topic, and they are usually asked in the interviews also. And there might be some descriptive questions on these particular topics. So you have to understand whatever is there given to you in like readable format, where whatever sources you are considering, whatever is in your hand, you have to understand. You don't have to read research papers on these things, but you should understand if IoT is there, how it is like incorporated, what are the applications when it comes to AI and ML, the classifications, and how much it has evolved, what are the future scope, and these all things, and how it can actually help uh, the other sectors of the economy and everything like this. You have to be uh, taking a wholesome approach in understanding these all things. Then there is a cyber security. This is very, very, very important topic. Definitely every year you will get minimum one question in descriptive of this. If not lucky, you might not get any, but given the trend, it is very, very, very important. You have to understand all the types of attack. The CIA triad is very, very, very important for interviews as well. Then the control measure, how you are actually going to prevent the cyber security attacks which are happening very frequently all around the world. So these are the topics in the second set that you need to complete. Then in this set we have big data. Big data means like entire thing on the big data. You should know how Hadoop is related, how big data is evolving, everything like that. Then software engineering, you should know the models. SDLC model was asked in 2022 exam, and it was very like a basic question, like different types of what, like SDLC models, Kokomo model for cost analysis, coupling, cohesion, these all are needed. Then natural language processing, that is NLP, is also very important. Hadoop also, you can combine them with the latest emerging technologies. Data warehouse is very important. You should learn the difference between data lake and the data warehouse, also how it is used, and which all government organizations are working on creating a big data warehouse, or the data lake, and how they are going to utilize that for the people and for the policy making. Then there comes the data structure, like data design algorithm. So here you have to understand all the kinds of basic algorithms which are very basic in nature, or you can say traditional algorithms, and you should know the approach of every algorithm, like searching, sorting. These are basic. Minimum spanning tree you should know, because this is a completely different set. Then there are three basic approaches: dynamic programming, divide and conquer, greedy algorithm. You should be well aware of these things. So what happened once you complete all those topics which I have mentioned, you will get the core of your IT, and nobody can then make you feel like you don't know your subjects. Okay, so these are the core things that you have to prepare, without which you cannot survive in the mains and in the interview. This is very well, like you might survive in mains if you are lucky that questions are asked or asked from this topic in great detail, but in the interview, definitely you will be like held back. And in NABARD, this interview phase is not only the final phase, but also this is the phase which is also eliminative in nature. It is not like you will not get eliminated. You will get eliminated because nobody knows how much marks you are getting going to get in the interview. People range from like 10 to 42 also. So the range is so diverse that it is nothing like you will get minimum at least this much in the interview. So you cannot say even if you score very good marks in the mains, and if you don't score well in interview, you might be off the list. So every phase in this exam is eliminative in nature. Keep that in mind. So don't take any particular thing lightly. I'll say any part, either pre, mains, or interview, and be strong with your core. That is only going to help you to survive in this exam. Okay. So that was all from my side for NABARD weightage topic wise breakup of the entire syllabus. I'll keep on bringing new videos on the NABARD analysis, and we'll bring some success stories as well to keep you all updated. And if you want to look at our demo courses, you can go to our website, that is www.examby.com. You can just go and search for NABARD Grade A IT Officer courses. You can enroll for a demo course. Once you feel like doing it, then you can enroll with us. Okay, and you can also attempt the free mock tests that are available with us for the NABARD IT. So that was all from my side. See you in the next video. Till then, keep practicing and stay updated.